Internal. Not external. Okay, this is important information. You guys should listen.
Okay, cool. Hi, everybody. My name is Caitlin.
And I'm Allison.
And we also have Carolina Mack in our group, but she couldn't be here tonight. So we did our presentation over Alpha Gamma Delta. As most of you guys know, they are brand new to campus, so there was lots of cool things to learn about them. So we're going to go ahead and get started.
Nationally, they were founded in May 30th, 1904 at Syracuse University. They're known as Alpha Gamma, not AGD, though AGD is kind of what K-State's adopted to call them. Their symbols are pearls and squirrels. Their flowers are red and buff roses with green asparagus and mimosa fern, and their colors are red, buff, and green.
So just whenever we're referring to Alpha Gamma during recruitment to the PNMs, it's important that we call them Alpha Gamma instead of the commonly known AGD, just because that's what they asked us to do. So that's going to be a new thing. So they were originally founded at K-State in 1986, and then they got reinstalled in 2015. They just told us that the 80s were kind of a crazy time on campus for a lot of fraternities and sororities, and so they just are now coming back after that. I guess they said it was an interesting and difficult time. Basically, bringing another chapter to campus, such as Alpha Gamma, is part of our 2025 plan for K-State. So that's part of the reason why they're here, and that plays a lot into their different plans that they have come in the years to come, basically. They do have over 100 members right now, and they just had their COV bid day, which was yesterday.
No, it's today. Like they said, it's supposed to be going on like
right now.
Today.
Right now, yeah. So they are just thriving. Okay.
Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Pause. You can take notes if you want. Just like you don't really need to like write down their flower and stuff. I'll give you a sheet with all that on it. But if you like when they talk about like the personal stories or like philanthropy, like feel free to write that down so you just have like things to share. As much as you'd love to remember it until recruitment week, that's probably not going to happen, so it might help. Also, reward, I was going to give you guys a quiz about this information, but since you showed up, you don't have to take one, just the people that didn't show up have to take one. So pat yourselves on the back, congratulations. Okay, sorry about that.
No problem. No problem. Okay.
When we had our meeting with Alpha Gamma, they told us that most of how they would describe their sorority is through their purpose, and this is their like national purpose, and it can be found like on the internet. But it says to gain understanding that wisdom may be vouchsafed to me, to develop and prize health and vigor of body, to cultivate acquaintance with many whom I meet, to cherish friendships with but a few chosen, and to study the perspective of those friendships, to welcome the opportunity of contributing the world's work in the community where I place because of the joy of service thereby bestowed upon the talent of leadership multiplied, to honor my home, my country, and my religious faith, to hold truth in inviolable, sincerity essential, and kindness invaluable, to covet beauty in environment, manner, word, and thought, to possess high ideals and to attain somewhat unto them. This shall be my purpose, and that those who know me may esteem Alpha Gamma Delta for her attainments, revere her for her purpose, and love her for her womanhood.
All righty. Okay, so all about the philanthropy at Alpha Gamma Delta. So you guys probably remember at the beginning of the year when they did Alpha Gamma's Back with Cheese and Mac. They had that at the Farmhouse Fraternity, and it was a really cool event. This spring, be on the lookout for another one of their philanthropies. They're going to really be hoping that this philanthropy grows throughout the years. As it is just starting here, we can kind of understand how hard that might be for them to try and get that to be a really exciting thing that people look forward to each year. So just make sure that you're encouraging your chapters to participate when this comes about. So it's going to be the Alpha Gamma Lip Jam. So it's like a lip sync contest, which is pretty fun. So keep that in mind. So since they are so new to campus, this gives them the really distinct opportunity to be able to have their members really provide insight on how they think the events are going. So if they do the Alpha Gam Lip Jam this year, and then their members see different things that they might need to change next year, that's a really cool thing about them because it's not set in stone. It's new. This is really their first year on campus. So they're a really unique sorority in that aspect. Okay, and then also the foundations that they support, scholarships for women of Alpha Gam. So a lot of them have the opportunity to attain scholarships through their very own chapter. They have leadership opportunities, and they also donate towards the diabetes education and awareness. So that's just a little bit about their philanthropy.
Alpha Gam at K-State is currently preparing to purchase land for a physical chapter house. The fundraising has already been done on Alpha Gam side. They're kind of just waiting for the K-State Foundation to say, like, here's your land. It's going to take them about a year to come up with plans to build the house, and it'll take about a year to build the house. And so at this point, they're going to be having recruitment at the Holiday Inn across the street from here in the Union.
Okay, so a really big question that we had for Alpha Gam yesterday was basically what makes Alpha Gam here at K-State? What sets them apart? So basically they communicated to us that their women are very diverse and they're proud of their differences, and they especially have those very diverse aspects here on our K-State campus. They have a variety of majors and involvement, as many of us do. And they're taking pride in colonizing a new chapter here at K-State. So that's important that they have excitement towards that. They have active leadership positions. They're able to establish events and create new ideas. And then they're also presented with many opportunities because they have 26 executive council positions. So that's a really cool aspect about them. I know that some chapters have varying positions in those aspects there. So in many ways, we can see that Alpha Gam is a lot like us, but in many ways, they're different. So, okay.
Something they just really wanted to make really clear is that they are like any other chapter at K-State, even though they are new. They are nationally recognized as part of PHC. They're pursuing members all years, like senior, sophomore, junior, freshman, obviously. Even when you're on campus, encourage the Greek community, call Alpha Gam, Gamma Delta Alpha Gam, and not AGD. After this school year, they don't want to be thought of as the new sorority. They would rather just be like any other chapter. Then women will be able to have great impact on Alpha Gam if women are discouraged to see it on their schedule. Encourage them to encourage them to help influence the chapter by helping establish it.
Okay, and then our final slide is just some pictures of the lovely Alpha Gams. We did just kind of steal these off their Facebook, so hopefully you don't mind. But yeah, so here they are, and I'm sure many of us know a few of them, have them in classes, but it's just going to be really exciting to continue to be really open-minded to them and excited and welcoming to their endeavors that they have coming in the future. Do you have any questions?
That was beautiful. Cheer.
Okay.
So they have
Yeah.
Yeah, do they have one?
Yeah,
See, I think they sent one.
So what happened was, since they are so new, they want to make sure that they get with the rest of their chapter and kind of come up with like a consecutive cheer or a collective cheer that they would like to teach at their recruitment. And they don't have that quite set in stone yet. But once they do, we'll let you guys know.
Okay, perfect. So are you communicating with her about that?
We are.
That'd be awesome. Okay, just teach it to us whenever. Thank you.
Awesome.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If they're going to be recruiting at the Holiday Inn, where will we be staying during recruitment week?
Do you know the answer to that question?
Just stay at the Holiday Inn?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll just be there during the days for the rounds.
Okay, so yeah, you should like by the time the PNM's like get there, we'll not be there anymore. Okay. So good question though. I didn't even know that's where you guys stayed last year, obviously. Okay. Does anybody super really badly want to go next? Sweet.
Let's do what we do.
Okay. Did you guys email me a presentation?
No, it's on Google, on my Google.
Okay, you get
You know what I'm talking about?
You got it.
The drive.
You got
On
it.
the drive.
Do you have an adapter?
What?
It's on the cloud.
Yes. Yes. I don't know, but she did.
Yeah. I talk better with my hands anyway, so.
I talked to my parents about everything.
Yes, I did get it though.
I do. That was just, yeah, she said just see.
Yeah, she emailed it through like some thing, but I made an account, so it should work. No, yeah. You can like blow it off with it, so yeah.
Yeah, don't look at my password, guys.
I just hate when people watch me type. Awesome, thank you. Has anyone not in here not got okay, awesome. Sorry I yelled at you when you were right there. Does anybody have any like super like questions right now about anything that they're curious about? What? Go for it.
I'll just add it.
Do whatever you need to do.
Oh, they're like full on here already.
Okay.
Very serious.
Because I looked trying to type it, I was like, I don't know what font this is. I'm just that's not what I'm Oh, wait. Sorry, yeah, this is not the, but I should have just had you all here. You'll know it
Why are you so sensitive?
Sorry, guys. Yes.
Figured it out.
Awesome.
Was it? Did we add like animation? That's so cool. Okay. I'm Katie.
I'm Lauren. I'm Randy.
I'm Emily.
And we're the Gamma Phi Beta group. Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Okay, I can go. Some quick facts about Gamma Phi Beta, sorry. The colors are brown and mauve, which they said mauve is like a different shade of brown, so they're brown and brown. But their flower is a pink carnation, and they said this is why you see like a lot of it associated with like brown and pinks together. So I'm back there. Their symbol is a crescent moon, and their philanthropy is Girls on the Run. They had Campfire USA, but that is no longer a philanthropy, and it's on your little sheet. So if you guys want to cross that out and change it, I actually contacted her this morning. But in Manhattan, like so internationally, their philanthropy is Girls on the Run, which is like a, I understand it's like an after-school club that help build positive image, right? Okay. And like in Manhattan, they were really supportive of Boys and Girls Clubs. So you can write that on there too.
And what's also really interesting too is they have a Girls on the Run outlet in Manhattan. Like it's really unique to this chapter. That they have.
And they founded in 1874, also at Syracuse. Which I had trouble spelling when I was like,
About the house. So this is their 60th year at K-State, and they actually just went through a renovation too last year. I'm sure you guys all heard about that. They were really sad about losing their sun deck, but they added 10 more rooms. They all live on the same floor, but they do have sort of like these weird wings that like go kind of up, and then it's so weird to describe. They're kind of like half floors, but they kind of spawn off of their normal floor. They spawn. And then they have 2 and 4 girl live-in rooms. Those are like sleep studies, so they have the desk in the room, and then they also have sleeping dorms that hold 4, 10, or 16. More stuff.
So they have a lot of places that you can do your homework or study or just kind of hang out, which I think there's some pictures
yeah,
later
it's
that show that. And like Katie said, it was recently renovated. There's spray painting in the house and 40 parking spots.
That's an estimate.
Yeah, I got like a wide range. I don't know.
She said 40 to 50, so we just moved it below. Does any of the G5s in here know exactly how many it is? Yeah, none of us
There's
know
no
how
parking
many there are.
spot here.
It's fine.
Oh, yeah, pictures.
Look at these places. Look at this. It's so cozy. It's like a house. I mean, it is a house.
I think they I think they just renovated, like, added the bottom one. And
It's-
90% cheap.
It was redone, but it's the same room.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then didn't your kitchen expand?
Yes.
Yeah, the kitchen expanded. It's big.
It's
big
really
kitchen.
huge. And the one on the, is that what?
That's the
right
study
view,
room.
guys, that's, yeah, library.
And this is a cutie right there.
Oh,
They were all
also,
really mad at me taking pictures of them. Just don't look bad.
I know we're all disaffiliated, but if someone says something about your chapter that's incorrect,
Please help us.
it's
Yeah.
okay to like I'd rather you guys have accurate information than like be hard disaffiliated right now.
You know
Does that make
It
sense?
might be a halo. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Oh, I already said that, sorry.
Oh no, this is like the stuff that they do.
Oh, the next one.
That stuff.
Okay.
There it is.
So what they do is they grilled cheese with the G5Bs and they have a kickball tournament.
They said that kickball is like the only thing that their national allows them to do. It's the only tournament that that like they can't do softball and stuff like that. So they do a kickball tournament usually each year. And their grilled cheese with G5Bs. They might not be doing that this year. Their philanthropy chair said, or their external philanthropy said their internal philanthropy chair was going to probably try and mix it up a little bit. So we might see
They
something.
did it my freshman year. I don't think they did it last year. So they might bring it back. Here's more pictures. This is their like
Rec room.
their rec room. This is a chapter room, and like I thought that was really cool. They had, like,
That's how they take pictures.
That's not what you guys can demonstrate. Okay.
Okay, so they were the first called sorority.
They were all called like fraternities. They were like, let's just be a sorority, girls. So they kind of changed that.
And then they said that it was built in 1956, and then like at the time they thought it was like a super modern house.
And it's not a bank. Everyone thinks it's a bank.
Yeah, it wasn't a
It's
dentist
built
office
for
or a bank or anything beforehand.
It was built for Gamma Phi Beta. Yes.
And something that we also thought was cool is they said that like the house is built on a sinking hole, and so they can't really like build up, but they can like build out.
Maybe don't
So-
tell me.
Maybe yeah.
House is
That's super fun information, but it's not like the
Like, I
first
fun for us. You might be like,
guys is going on the
okay, here we are. Here we are. That's a bathroom. I should have cropped your face now. I'm sorry.
I think their bathrooms have
They're
recently
tight,
been renovated too, because they were really, honestly, really
There's
nice.
like little cubbies for all your stuff, so it's really like spacious. It's really nice. Good. Who's ready?
Yeah, not me.
All right, anyone that wants to help.
Yeah,
Come on.
you're disaffiliated, but if you happen to know G5's chance,
Just shopping. Oh, see, look! Oh, we got one.
you may
This one's not actually.
help them
we don't know
demonstrate.
what- Yeah.
This does not mean that they are all G5s, it just means that they happen to know the chance.
This is actually true.
It's actually true.
Yeah, a lot of us up here actually aren't. So, I mean, I don't know what.
Lots of
chapter
y'all are
we're in.
really-
Oh yeah, front and center. Hey, hello at
Is this food TV guys?
Yeah, y'all are gonna be famous.
Okay. Alright, ready? We are the Gamma Phi Betas. We like to tell you we are so glad you're here. We're sisters ever true. Friendships for me and for you. We'd like to take this chance to welcome you here. Gamma Phi Beta.
I think it was like your part to scream. Some people gradually got So, you guys will hear the chants. Well, round of applause, first of all. That was you guys will hear the chants for the first time, just like sort of start recognizing them, but next time we're gonna start practicing. Woo! I know you all are so excited about that. Okay. Who's up?
You guys can go.
We don't have an art.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Just wanted to
We're
support
not
it. I liked your guys' pictures. Those were nice. Thank you. We wanted it to be interactive. And make that required next year.
Okay, we don't have a fancy PowerPoint, but we're organized, so. We have Alpha Psi Delta, so.
Okay, so Alpha Psi Delta holds 72 women, and their rooms are like 2, 3, and 4 girl rooms, and they're really cool. Like when we got the tour, I noticed, I mean, every house, every room is very personalized and stuff, but their rooms were really cool because there's like a little bench, yeah, kind of like a windowsill bench in each room. And then they have on the top floor, it's just like one huge room of one giant floor of sleeping dorms, which is really cool. Their hallways, okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I know there's like a sophomore wing, a junior wing, like an exec wing kind of. And
Just like high we call it senior or exec wing, like it's kind of the same thing, and it's like the sophomore wing, but it really just kind of.
yeah. And then aren't the rooms in the exec wing like a little bit bigger than the rest of the rooms?
Yeah, they're like newer. They're built like 30 years newer.
So Alpha Psi Delta symbols are the teddy bear and the quill. And I noticed what was really cool, there was like a quill sitting on the table downstairs in one of the study rooms, and there's just like little quill decorations like throughout the house. Their colors are navy blue, light blue, and gold. Double blue.
Yeah, they call it like double blue and gold, so like they're like, that color blue and gold. Oh, that's cool. So like they're I don't know what you call it, like the living room on the first floor when you walk in is like it matches their colors, and so it's really fun.
Yeah, everything downstairs is decorated in colors, which is sweet. Their flower is the pink rose, and their motto is "The pen is mightier than the sword."
Alright, so their philanthropy is Autism Speaks, and every year they take a trip to KC to go on an autism walk, Autism Speaks walk, and like the Panhellenic delegate, she was like super excited about it. She's like, it's so fun. They like all carpool down, and throughout the year they can like collect various things to bring to the walk to donate. And then specifically the Panhellenic delegate, Anna Reichman, she worked with kids affected by autism in high school, so like it was really personal for her when she joined Alpha Psi Delta. And she just loves the philanthropy because of that. Like she loved being able to see the impact that AZD is making on children with like the direct interaction with the children and not just giving them money.
And so she also talked about how last year AZD raised enough money to like give all the autistic children, I think it was at one school, like iPads to help with communication. And she told a story about how one of the moms of the kids came up to the girls who were there and was just like crying and like thanking them profusely. And so it was really cool to get to see like their philanthropy put into something tangible that actually helped people. Yeah, and so she also stressed again that like many, if not most of AZD's, one of the big reasons they joined their chapter was because they were passionate about Autism Speaks. Yes.
Just to, sorry, we just saying about Autism Speaks, and something we kind of learned is a lot of people like think it's offensive to say autistic, so we were talking about it, say kids affected by autism.
Okay, cool. That's helpful. Yeah. Yeah, and so they decided to join because of the strength of that philanthropy and like how much they cared about it. A lot of them maybe had like a sibling who was affected by autism or something like that. And so they all kind of share that collective passion, which I thought was really cool. Some advice from Anna to the PNMs was just, she noted that AZD is a really laid back chapter and down to earth, and they want to get to know PNMs on this level. So she just encouraged all of us to share that and said just like, don't be nervous, be yourself, and you'll feel comfortable and welcomed. And so, yeah. Anything else to clarify? Cool. Okay, so the chant then, and if any, you guys want to come?
You also happen to know, like, if any cheers. This is my favorite chant. Oh my god. I gotta do it. I don't know.
No, it's like deep in my heart.
That's what we
Yeah, yes.
My back.
Wait, do this thing.
I said battle buddy,
Oh.
bathroom buddy.
That's what I remember 3 or 5.
Yeah.
So
We stick with three.
So you get like.
Yeah.
Wait, so we're doing 3? Yeah, okay, so yeah. Alright.
Okay. Deep in my heart, I love my AZD, I love my A-A-Z-Z-D. Love it, love it, love it, A-A-Z-Z-D. Love it, love it, love it, deep in my heart. I love my AZD, I love my A-A-Z-Z-D. Love it, love it, love it, A-A-Z-Z-D. Love it, love it, love it, deep in my heart. I love my AZD, I love my A-A-Z-Z-D. Love it, love it, love it, A-A-Z-Z-D. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah. And then it was like, yeah. Okay, Alpha Guy Omega, you're gonna go next because I know you have to presentation on my computer.
Who's that?
I had to sign out of your Google account, otherwise it was not me. That's fine, that's fine. Good job, Zoe.
Okay,
Those were not real words. Good job so far. Keep it up.
okay guys, so I'm Clarissa,
I'm Ellie. I'm Morgan.
and then Madison's not here, and I'm just Jessica. And we had Alpha Chi Omega.
I feel like all the, I don't like actually creep on everyone's like Facebooks. It's from your like Alpha Chi K-State Facebook page, so I don't like copyright or like privacy things.
Okay, so their colors are scarlet red and olive green, and then like their symbol is lime. And the first fraternity founded on musical values. So like whenever we toured their house, it's really cool. If you walk in to like their dining area, they have like musical quotes like on the wall, and like first symphony.
They also had like a piano in their rec room and a jukebox that they could play, which I thought was really cool. So there's like themes of music all around their house. And they said they were founded at like a musical college, like a fine arts college, and then that's why they picked Hilliard. And that was the first instrument they played on Mount Olympus, I think is what they said too.
Yeah.
So that was like they kind of incorporate the Greek and music all together.
And that's their, like one of their mottos is together let us seek the heights.
Okay, so then their philanthropy, in February they had like a dodgeball tournament. It's the second year that they did it, and like the winner always gets like a golden like dodgeball that they pass on if you win. And then by the way, that's wrong. It's not G-Phi, it's Kappa Delta for they did a pumpkin spice with Alpha Chi and Kappa Delta, right? Not G-Phi. Okay. Yeah. Okay, sorry, my bad. But it was like the year before that they did like an pizza pie with Alpha Chi, and they did that with pie. So she said that like they might change it or they might keep it, but that's something to do. And then October is Domestic Awareness Month, which is like their main philanthropy is domestic awareness or domestic violence awareness. Sorry. So like around campus, you always see like these little signs, and they'll do like chalking to just like raise awareness about it.
And they like post about this cool sisterhood event where they like talk about, I think it's a personal event where they talk about domestic violence and how it affected them or people they know. And I just thought that was kind of cool because it's like really bonding, but also like was related to their plan. So their house holds 67 women, and they have 2, 3, and 4 girl rooms with like.
So sorry.
With like 3 sleeping rooms kind of, but they're kind of connected, but there's like 3 separate doors to the sleeping room basically, and there's like walls walls in between them. So I thought that was kind of cool because it's like a different setup than some sleeping dorms. They have 2 telephone booths, like that came with the house, and they kept them, which seemed really cool and like unique. And they have like a little area designed for pictures of the out of house girls, which I thought was cool because sometimes that can like get overshadowed, I think, and so it like makes them feel like they're involved with the house still. And there's, like Ellen said, there's a lot of musical symbols and decorations throughout the house, and each study room has a couch, which that seemed pretty nice. Like you could study on it or like you felt like sleeping.
And like with their sleeping dorm, since they have basically one big room everyone sleeps in, they use a wake up girl system, which is basically one girl has to get up at like pretty early in the morning, and then like they're not allowed to have like their alarm clocks go off. So then that one girl, like she has written down like all the times that people need to be woken up, and she goes and wakes them up at that time. So she said it was like the girl who described it said there's like one wake up girl who's like really good at it, and she'll be like, "Good morning." So and it's like really nice to wake up to. So just something that helps people. We kind of mentioned the.
Yeah, I mentioned the thing that they did with their philanthropy related.
And they said that was like a thing that all Alpha Chi Omegas do, like throughout like nationals, they all do that. So that's kind of something that they.
And she said that a sisterhood event that they had recently was they went to their like TV room where the jukebox was and watched like musicals. I think they like tried to get the jukebox to work, and I just thought that was kind of cool because it's like since music was what they were founded on, they're kind of like keeping that a tradition even with their sisterhood events as well.
Okay, so now we're going to see you guys here. Okay, do you want me? Do you guys remember? Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to start it? Yeah, if someone wants to help us, you can help us.
Try now.
Okay, do you want me to start it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, hey Alpha Chi.
Hey, what?
Hey Alpha Chi.
Hey, what?
Are you ready?
To what?
To A Chi O. With your hands up high and your feet down low. That's the way we A Chi O. 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 Woo! Yeah. Was there any questions about that? Sorry, I guess we should have asked that.
Okay, try not to do this when you guys since I perfect.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have to go approve it now? Okay, can you try to log in? Does it register?
Yeah, she's just being funny. Also, the government administration.
Oh, this is huge.
Whoever has Kappa Delta, you guys cross today.
Where's the bartender? I don't know.
Oh, it was her. Oh my
You guys had the cutest presentation. I tried to make it look really fancy, I mean, I didn't like require PowerPoint, so way to go. Good job. Or maybe I did, I don't know.
Okay, we have tryouts. So yeah, their house, this is just kind of some facts about it. It was built just for them, so they have like crafts throughout the house, like in their fireplace, and like their rain gutters and stuff like that, I believe, and stuff. And they hold 73, and they have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8 girl rooms, and they're like sleep study. So they have like a room where they have their desk and stuff, and then they have a separate room, like usually attached with like beds. And then they have like a mom dot hallway where usually they have like the mom dot stay in the rooms. It's like a 2-girl room.
I'll go. Okay. Every girl has something called a dolphin duty, which is kind of a chore that they do each week. I don't really know how this is assigned, but so I got each girl also has to do the wake up girl, which is something in the morning. And it just kind of helps mom put that ice in the ice machine. I think is what she said. Like that's really how they do this thing because mom can't reach it. Girls with 4.0s get perks. They don't have to do wake up girl, and they get a guaranteed parking spot. They have a wireless printer, so that's cool. So you can use it wherever you are in the house. The president can choose to have a roommate, or she can live by herself. This year she lives by herself. They have a crescent in the front, and that's first come first serve. And then they put the keys in the closet, and then just kind of like move cars as they need to get out. So that's kind of cool that you don't have to like bother someone and be like, go on your phone. They just kind of like take it for themselves. So that's kind of cool.
So their philanthropy is St. Jude's. In 2.5 years, Tri-Delta raised $15 million for St. Jude's. I know personally a lot of them, and they hold this philanthropy really close and near and dear to their heart. And since their partnership with St. Jude began, they've raised $31 million. So
I just got that off the website, so I don't know if that's the same. Like they might have raised more than that, but that was just
No, that's accurate. That's right.
okay. And then their symbols. These are like there was. I looked on your website and you had like different symbols than what was on the sheet. So if you wanted to explain the symbols better, you could, because I was really confused. But like they have a dolphin, and that's kind of what it said. Dolphins represent like friendship and leadership, and it's like a symbolic thing for leaders. And the crescent and like a trident, which is that thing. I don't know if you wanted to try to explain it more because they're really confusing.
I mean, we just have our symbol. I mean, we don't really.
Okay, because like I looked online, and there's like there's like different symbols. Anyways.
Their colors are silver, gold, and blue, and the green symbolizes all of the colors.
I think it's also important to say like what they do for their philanthropy. So they have like a drive-through. If you've ever done that, it's really awesome. They have like these huge lights, and it goes throughout the night, and you get like I think like grilled cheese, mac and cheese, and they just pay and you put it in the sack and you go. It's really convenient. They also do game day, which I don't know what that is.
It's like one of the away football games every year. We set up like a projector and we just have like a big watch party for it. Like this year, I think was the Texas Tech game. Last year was Oklahoma State game. So.
I think also, sorry, I'm just going to chime in. To emphasize with PNMs that it's really cool. We have so many opportunities to go actually to Memphis and visit St. Jude. So that's super cool. We've had a lot of girls go. I know we went to the bowl game and a group of us, Allie went. Yeah. And Allie went to St. Jude. So they're super, super lenient and like, it's awesome.
It's so weird. And, like we wanted a tour and like we walked up and they're like, we got big tours on Saturday and then we had like something set up and we were like, oh, we're going to try Delta. It was like, oh, you're with Tri Delta? Okay, come on in. It was so weird. It was the weirdest experience I've ever experienced in my life. So that was really cool.
Yeah, so then if people wanna come up and share thing out. Okay,
Help them out.
good.
You guys got it.
Kate, come on.
What? She's in like 4
You've been on a roll. You're not
Yeah,
telling.
High low, high left, left, the tried up, don't stop, pep, pep, pep. High low, high left, left, the tried up, don't stop, pep. We are the Tri-Ds. We're proud of our name. We got the spirit to lead us to fame. We are the best house that ever could be. Best for me. Woo!
You know. Yeah, if you wanna like grab a cookie on your way back to your seat, go. I'm feeling it. Yeah. In your mouth, actually.
Oh, yeah, really? Where'd you get some caramel and fruits?
Kyle, making it on deck.
Yes.
So cute. It's now. That's really cute. I like it. I don't know why this is so cute. Is that good?
Well, I was saying your name. I don't know.
Yeah, say your names. Get to know each other. Be friends.
I'm Kylie. I'm Paxton. Sure. I'll start with that's their crest. And then so recently, like last week, they changed their like symbol, not their symbol, but like their logo, I guess. So
We did it.
So now it's like KD, and then the nautical shell is with it, but I made really this
It's
first.
not on here, sorry.
Yeah, and then their new like motto, like for branding, is
Building confidence and inspiring action.
and they like literally just, as far as I know, released this like literally a week ago. So that's kind of cool. It's brand new.
Well, so for the house, they are obviously under construction right now. And so we did not get to go inside. But from what we know right now, it occupies 65. Yeah, sorry, I can't remember very well. They have 3 to 4 girl sleeping dorms. Is that? I'm sorry, but and that might change as far as occupancy goes with the new renovation. I'm not sure. I don't know. Okay, cool.
And as far as we know, the new rooms are going to be kind of like sleep studies. Like, so they're gonna have a sleeping dorm, and then they're gonna have a room with like a day bed in it. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay, that's what we saw. And then let's see. There's a hand. A little simple. Their philanthropy, their big one is Girl Scouts. They're doing Shamrock shootout a week from today, I believe. And so they raise money for Girl Scouts. They do activities throughout the year with Girl Scouts in Manhattan.
And they also do donate to the Crisis Center as well. They did have a philanthropy with Occupy in the fall. So yeah, they also hold the Crisis Center near Richmond as well. So if someone in here like says that's wrong, that's fine. I'm not sure.
Our money, we raised $17,000 last year for the Shamrock, and it goes mainly towards the Women's Crisis Center and then to awareness for yeah. So it doesn't go towards Girl Scout or other events.
Yeah, you do have those events.
And then their symbols are the white rose, the teddy bear, the nautical shell, and then a dagger, but I didn't put that on there. So
Those are the main ones.
Yeah, and with the house renovations, it may just like be kind of encouraging for Paynems, just kind of like they do have a new house and like they have more occupancy and everything. So that is really exciting. They just renovated and they should be done. They said August 1st, is that correct? That's
Yeah.
but sometime around August, so it'll really be like brand new for
As far as like
recruitment.
And this is the second renovation, so it was being renovated 2 years ago, and that was the lower level, and this is the upper level of the rooms.
All right, cheer the chance.
Yes.
So anyone who happens to know the cheer want to help us, that
returners.
I remember. Okay, we're doing the K-A-P-K.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now we have
More the merrier, guys.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Alrighty.
Are we ready?
Yes.
K. K-A-P-P-A, capital K-A-P-P-A. D-E-L-T-A, del C-E-L-T-A. We are the Capitals, we are looking for you. Woo! We are the Capitals, they're trying to be Katie too. They're trying to be Katie too. And then you just say it loud. Yeah. Woo!
Just like so I can kind of find
Well, I did like.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. But it wasn't solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all go together, but it's that one.
You're so mixed up. Of course you are. You have an iPhone, Lindsay.
I mean, you like have to take it off. Yeah.
Just gonna be out of dogs. Really?
Answer take it off. I think it hurts.
Wow, I should have known.
So I just like that, just sort of.
And, okay, so on their first floor, we got the, had their dining room and set up just like catering style, like serving, and, so it was really cool because they would just take the chairs that they were sitting in and they were talking afterwards, so that seemed pretty easy. And then, their former was really cool because it represented all their colors. And then another cool thing was she explained to us over the doorway that kind of have like a light like sky thing, so it will actually want to like
Okay. Let me try.
yeah, they have their light thing and it like shines on the wall. You actually see like their letters bio on there. So
And while we're waiting, we will have symbols. Their symbols are the owl and the skull and crossbones. Their colors are cardinal and straw, which are, and their flower is the white carnation. And the motto is really cool. Hellenic cultures and Christian ideals. And then their philanthropy, we can philanthropy next. The Make-A-Wish Foundation is between philanthropy and in the past, as you guys probably know, they did the campaign lane, but this year they did a whole week of different activities called Wish Wish, and I think there was like a movie night and reunion. There was I think it was corn dogs or something. Moscow Plaza. And the rest, yes, yeah, and they do kayak casino in the.
So yeah, back to this, the lighting I said, and then they have their rec room, which is really cool. It's huge, it's like giant, and they have the couches shaped like a horseshoe, and then actually on top, you can't really see it, but they have their values inscribed above like the TV. It's just really cool and pretty.
Yeah, I'll talk about study rooms. So they have 3 study rooms. There's one silent, like 24 hours quiet one. All their study rooms have like couches and tabletops. There's a printer. The blue study room overlooks the front door, and like on this picture, you can like see those windows. That's like the front door. So like back in the day, when like a boy would come pick up a girl, all the sisters would like stand on that balcony and like cat call and stuff, and it just sounded like a really fun time. And then if you have a GPA of 3.2 or below, you have a 3 study hours a week, and then 3.0 and below is 5 study hours a week. And then I think she said that all the freshmen have study hours too. The laundry room is really cool. The girl who was taking us through explained that earlier on the boys weren't allowed upstairs, but they took that to mean that they could go, I guess, downstairs, as they would take like spray paint and write either their initials or write something weird or their fraternity letters, whatever it might be. So then that's what it looks like right now. There's writing all over the walls. It's really neat. And then obviously there's access for all the girls to do free of cost to do that.
Then the bedroom was really cool because they explained how the hallways all had like different colors, like pink, yellow, green, and blue. And they told us a funny story of how a while ago there was a woman that she didn't realize she could adjust the temperature, and so she kind of always took like these really cold showers, and no one ever like just told her. She just always thought like they ran out of hot water, and she just took cold showers for like a really long time. And but it's really funny, and all the bathrooms are like color coordinated. You can kind of see in the mirror there's like a little owl like peeking up, and that's kind of cool. They have a bunch of like just random like owls and their symbols around the house and stuff. And then they have individual cubbies in all the bathrooms as well.
I think she said like a Kaio architect or like interior designer or something redid the house recently, so there's all those little Kaio like symbols around. Yeah, and there's owl, like the owl, and then the thing with the light. I think it's all. Okay, so the bedrooms, most of them are like sleep studies where your desks and stuff are in one room, and then like directly across the hall they have the bedrooms. And then they have a ton of storage in there, and like on their desk behind there's like the bulletin board, so you can like pin a bunch of photos and stuff. She said 65 women can live in, and did she say like 14 freshmen live in right now? Something like that. Oh, like a lot of freshmen live in, or you see 15 girls live in. And then the president's suite's the largest, and she can pick who her roommates are.
Anyone want to come help us?
Just that. Yeah, I go with
Chi Omega, Chi Omega, Chi Omega, Chi Omega, yellow and green is the best sorority. Chi Omega, X and horseshoe, Chi O. Anybody else have one? Oh, okay.
Sorry. More information. Just some things off the top of your head if anyone asks. IO is the largest women's organization with the most women involved existing. All over the house, there's these little pictures of people doing silly things in really random places, like in doors or on mirrors or anywhere. And then they have an enormous parking spot, like tiered parking spot. Everyone gets money. That's very neat. And then they have this really neat hand scanner. You like open up, you type in a code, I think, and then you put your hand in. It's super secure, and the front door's locked, and things so you don't get the back door's very secure. That's all.
Good job. Okay, go for it. Do you guys have like a no? Okay. Sure, perfect. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, so we have Pi-Fi. I don't know what Pi-Fi is, but, their philanthropy is read, lead, and achieve. And then they also do the Alicant bandstands where they have done the past a self-defense class. I think it's in the red, or in the,
It's in the red.
yeah, okay. So when we went to go see their house, they said that they're expanding their kitchen, and that should be done by the time recruitment comes. But they're also expanding it up after it's expanded out, and that won't be done until
Just have like outline.
I think they said that's gonna be under instruction during recruitment. The parking lot is really big. The girl said about like 2/3 of them get spots, and that's based off of a point system. Who gets a spot in the house or where it is.
And they have like their rooms upstairs, and they have like one bed in the room, and then like they have to like there's 4 people in the room. They just have to decide who gets like the bed in the room, and they have sleeping dorms. There's
Yeah, so they said they kind of picked who got to be in their room and who was in the sleeping dorms, and like if they had the early classes, they would have the bed in their room so that they weren't waking up people to get ready for their class. So they just kind of like did it based off what worked the best.
And then everyone gets like their own little mail cubby. And then also everybody that we thought this was cool, like in the bathrooms, they all get these like little tin can things that are decorated personally for them, and they all get like one of them in the bathrooms too. And I thought that was cool.
Yeah, they said their mom in the house makes them for them. So yeah, they were. They had an academic angels board in one of the hallways, and it highlighted a member of their sorority that was like doing good in grades, and they're currently second in grades right now. So that's really good.
And they have wireless printing on every floor, which is nice and it's accessible. They also have free laundry and printing as well. And they recently like redid their living room. Like it was really nice. It was freshly redone. Like it's really big as well.
They have a fingerprint system to get into the house, so that's very safe and secure. And then a story that one of the girls told us was they have a room that they call the smoker, and they said that was because a long time ago you were able to smoke in that room, and it opened up into a front porch. So I'm guessing they smoked out there too. And now they said it used to be a senior like hangout room, but now it's kind of whoever wants to go in there can watch TV. There's TV in there, study, or now like there's a couch. So
And they also have like study rooms too.
yeah, they have a lot of study rooms.
They have like a ton.
Yeah. And they said the boys aren't allowed on the second and third floor, like anywhere there's a bedroom. And yeah. So we have the chant. Anyone wants to?
Nobody wants to help?
You got it.
The I am a P.
That's the one they choose every year. I'll help you.
I have it all written
No,
down.
I said that.
You wrote it down.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay. Let's do this.
I am a P. I am a PI. I am a PIBAT, a PHI. I wear an ARRW over an HART, and I will LBD PIBAT, PHI.
You just won't like it. I don't know how to do it. So if I stop breathing.
I'll get you a special certificate.
Okay, I'm Kelly.
I'm Shannon.
I'm Danielle.
I'm Lindsay.
And we got to look at the beautiful Kappa Kappa Gamma house. I'm so jealous. So right now they're currently, well, their second and third floor were completely renovated over the summer. Their basement was completely renovated this summer. Also, they're going to go about their kitchen informal as they need it. Is that correct?
I was under the impression the basement was like this.
Yeah, they're renovating the basement this summer. Sorry, I read that wrong.
They're working on the kitchen, like, it's in plan.
As it goes,
So
yeah.
you guys like fundraise, renovate, fundraise.
Yeah, it's not like any of that.
Basically, the house is just awesome.
Yeah, everywhere.
I thought something that was super unique was they actually have a handicap like accessible room. A few years ago, a woman like I guess she broke her leg or something, and so they made it like it helps her a lot because she didn't have to go up the stairs and stuff. So. And it's a 2-girl bunk. Oh, and each room is named like cool names above the door, and those have been there like since the house was built. So.
Yeah, so they like kept the names but renovated, so it's like a little bit history, a little bit of perfection. So their philanthropy is reading is fundamental. What was cool is I don't know if it was local, you guys can correct me, but they donate books to the elementary schools, and then they also have pen pals with those the little kids in the schools. And then at the end, when they however many letters they provide them, they actually get to go in and meet them, which is like huge because it's fun to like see the person that I'm talking to. Let's see.
Oh, wait.
She said one of her favorite things. Sorry, I was like one of her favorite things is like they walk through the door and she gets to go to like whoever's room because like
They just like
personal
hang out.
space. Yeah, like personal space.
Yep, and then they have like a 24/7 kitchen that's open, so they can like go get snacks whenever they want. And they're like really close with their cooking stuff too, so that was kind of cool. Should I talk about this one too? Okay. And then their paneling delegate told us this story about when they all got there for work week and they like played that Bean Boozle jelly bean game, but they like didn't tell the girls like that it was that game, and so they're like, oh, gross jelly beans, and they're just like.
And the person who like provided the game never did
Yeah, she didn't even do
so
it.
she like got out of all the nastiness, which was like pretty funny.
And the girl that did it was the one that was telling us all the
She's
facts
like,
about
no one knew that.
Yeah, and she said like they went in the basement and there was like 30 of them just in a huge circle, and they were passing around like this gross plate of like
Overly pumped.
leftover
Yeah.
jelly beans that they spit out.
They just thought it was just a cool experience for her because like they were all back together and they were all excited about the new house, and it was a lot of fun. So.
And they get to choose their roommates. They can live with the same roommate. They can just have to switch rooms each semester. So I thought that was really neat. And they don't really require hardly anything. They don't require like attendance stuff or study hours. And then for parking spots, usually the officers living in get a spot and non-officers get half of each semester. So you either get like the first half of the first semester and first half of the second semester or vice versa.
And that's about it. I'm so mad we didn't take pictures. It's if you guys haven't seen it yet,
Yeah, you should just ask.
everything's like white.
And they have a little thing on their bed to put their phone on, which I thought was cool.
Or like the cords.
Yeah.
They organize cords because I guess
Get
that was
tangled
a
or
need.
something.
Yeah, and they have like a little hole that you can put it up so it's organized and everything. So all of your computer
Electrical
chargers-
outlets like right by your bed too.
Yeah.
Like, even
They
if you
thought
have
of
the top
everything.
bunk.
Oh my god.
It's just great.
So
And I like asked them about this because I was like kind of wondering how they got to do all this, and they said just like they have a really strong alumni, which I thought was really interesting. Because I was like, how did you guys get to like do this? And they said they've been saving up for a while. So
Like, their
it's
dues
so
didn't
great.
really change, so they didn't really.
And they're third in grades, which I thought was really impressive because they don't really make
They don't have
their
study
members do
hours.
anything. So I think that's like high praise to them. Yes.
So good. Okay. Does anyone want to help us with this?
It's not.
Okay.
Okay, so it's like Kappa, 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 Gamma. I'm so happy that I am a Kappa, 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 Gamma. Nobody knows how happy I am. Yeah.
All right, team. So we got Edie Pie. It was really awesome. Really great chapter to go get a tour from. So we kind of went for just a very personal approach. We started the house tour just to kind of break it down. They've got 2 girl rooms, 2 to 6 girl rooms, different sizes in each, as well as an annex. So that's apart from the house. It's like it's a separate house, but they're still technically living in, if you will.
Right, so 82 women live in the house at a time, and that includes the annex. And you said there's approximately 70 spots. She didn't know for sure, so. They have sleeping dorms on the 3rd floor, and there's like a hot and a cold room all the time, and they're 24 hours quiet, so you could like choose wherever you sleep better, I guess. They have a security system. It's like a number system, and they also have cameras, and apparently they got egged and they caught the person, so that's exciting. They have a rec room in the basement, and they're renovating it this summer, and so it will be done for recruitment in the fall. And also down there they have a laundry room with free laundry and also a kitchenette. And then downstairs they also have a study room that there's 18 spots, I believe, and it's like based on a positive point system. So the 8 people on the executive committee each get like a desk in the study room, and then the other 10 people is based on like points, I guess. So they don't have desks in their rooms, but then they have like that study room. They have like another little study room that's 24 hours quiet as well. But if someone's like not using their desk, you can feel free to use that as well. So it's easier when you're like looking at it. But I think they have free printing. I don't know if I said that. And they also have no like requirements in the house, so they don't require study hours. They don't require like service hours or philanthropies or anything like that. So it's all like on a positive point system. So they have like chapter and like their personal philanthropy is mandatory. I think they said like one other thing, I can't remember for sure. And otherwise it's like everything else is optional. But then like obviously the more you go to, the more points you get. So like you have the potential to get a parking spot and like a spot in the study room, if that makes any sense.
Their philanthropy is Ronald McDonald, and the representative said they enjoy going together as groups just to visit the houses, Topeka, Kansas City, and Dallas. And they also like going to the Boys and Girls Club. They support around the community. The favorite philanthropy is Miss K-State, and they just because they won last year and the year before, so they really enjoy that. Some other thing, one of their philanthropy events is a lemonade stand, which happened last year, and then they also have another one coming up. Kind of briefly, like a carnival, if you can stand kind of.
Yeah, I mean, details haven't all even been like shared yet, but yeah, we're having like a carnival with ATO. So
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a color run.
and we're switching out.
And then so it was actually really cool when we went to go visit. They were actually practicing walkouts, so really relevant. And I just awkwardly went around and asked for some quotes. We did about like what 85 means to them, and it was really cool. They were really enthusiastic, so I'll just read some of them.
And I was like, what does ADPI mean to you and body for you? And so it says a support system and a foundation to better myself and become involved and grow as an individual in the context of K-State and like further. I had an idea of who I wanted to be in college, and ADPI just like progressed that and kind of like gave them that ability to like kind of go after their ambitions. And then and it was just really sweet. We were always laughing. There's always someone in the house laughing, someone to go to watch a movie with, someone to watch Bachelor with, go to Sonic, or just to be with. And it felt really genuine and authentic. So they're very intentional about like their photos everywhere and sisterhood and happy, laughing. So cool.
A funny thing they also said was that they love pizza and they have a nickname of KD Pizza. So I don't
know if you tell Peanut that, but like they love pizza.
They really love pizza. And they also have a lot of leadership opportunities. They said they have like over 30 different opportunities. They have like an 8-person exec team, but then they have lots of like chair people, I guess, to like be the chairs for like mom's weekend or siblings weekend and things like that. And it's like it's like a pair per activity, if that makes sense. So there's like a lot of opportunities to be involved in the chapter. So chance time? I don't know the name.
She kind of told us it, but we'll get some help.
Yeah.
It's to the tune of like shots, but maybe don't tell the pianist that. But that's like
Don't say that.
Yeah, don't say that, but it's funny. So.
ALPHADELCAPI Alpha Delta.
You just do it correctly.
Woo!
Now every time I see it in my head, and it's like now every time the ball bounces, I like can't. I figured something out. I know where they. I didn't either.
Oh yeah. I know.
All right, go for it.
Okay, we also don't have PowerPoint presentations. You can just keep looking at Kyle's picture. Okay, so we'll just start out talking about, we went to Sigma Kappa's house. Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm Blair. I'm Jordan.
I'm Carly. But anyway, we toured Sigma Kappa, and it was really cool. Their rooms are all very different, and they're really huge, which, I mean, compared to the other houses that I've been to, the size was like really awesome. They have their own desks that they can bring in, so that was really unique, just like showed their personality. They also paint the walls, which is really cool. I think they said every 2 years they paint them. So this next year, they'll get the girls that live in will come up like in the summer and have like good time painting the walls, whatever they want. So it's really cool.
A lot of them are really cool, so they've been the same for.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're like famous room or whatever, the one that they always like to show, Sigma's Secret. And so it's like painted like the double pink of Victoria's Secret and stuff. So.
I thought it was cool. They're catered by Bluestem, and so and then we asked what their favorite foods were from Bluestem, and I think they get really good wraps and vegetables.
She said the breakfast was like the day was. As far as like the setup of the rooms, it's kind of if you know like what Jack and Jill style is, like the bathroom in the middle, but instead it's like the sleeping dorm in the middle. So I have like 4 girls and 4 girls, and then 8 girl beds in the middle. If that makes sense. And they're not all like that, but that seemed to be kind of like a common theme. And then upstairs they also have like a 10-girl room, so that's massive. Seemed like a really fun time.
We went into one of the rooms and they were like, "Oh, look behind the door," and I looked behind the door and there was a cutout of like a One Direction guy, and I got scared.
And they have 1 2-girl room, which is like the president's room.
The president, she gets it.
Okay, 2 girls.
And I thought that was kind of cool. On their bid day, they told us that they get in a fountain across the street at the garden and take pictures. So
that's another thing about their bid day was like 4 years ago? 2 years ago. Yeah. Their mom took a picture of like the girls out on the lawn after bid day, like all their little matching shirts and like making friends and stuff. Took a picture of it and then painted it. And so it's really awesome. And they have it hanging like right when you walk in. So I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, and it's cool because the girl that gave us the tour was like, I actually know the girls like in this painting. So that's kind of
Makes it very personalized. And also Sigma Kappa designed their house like
Oh, and that's
yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. And so their flower, which is the
wild purple violet.
well, yeah, is like in the window pane. So that was personalized too.
Yeah, okay, so they adopt the highway in front of Panera. So thanks to Sigma Kappa for keeping that one clean.
Safe route to Panera.
And they're, okay, this is kind of cool. They have kind of 5 philanthropy topics, I guess, and they spell out Sigma. So the first one is the Sigma Kappa Foundation, and the second one is I, and it's Inherit the Earth, so recycling, adopt the highway. G was gerontology. M was the Maine Seacoast Mission. Okay, so this was a really unique one, I thought. So up in Maine during the winter months, it's really cold and freezing, and they can't get food and clothes and stuff like that up there. It's just really isolated.
Like boaters and stuff. Like the ones that are at sea, they can't come into dock. So they take out the clothes and everything to the fishermen.
And yeah, send like gift cards and stuff like that. It's really cool. And then A was Alzheimer's. So
And that's like their main.
For their philanthropy, they have the Mud Bowl, which I'm sure everyone's heard about. They talked about how they have like the dorm bracket, the fraternity bracket, and the sorority bracket.
Chant.
Oh, their sign thing.
Oh yeah,
Their name thing.
So
So it's like
heart.
a heart.
That's not like that, they took it away.
Sorry.
She
She
showed it several times.
She showed it because it was like the
Now,
five.
now it's just a heart.
Okay. Well, it was like the 5 founders. Like,
Oh.
anyways, sorry. Never mind. Just kidding. I'm not gonna give it anyone.
Does anybody want to help them chant? Guys, go help them.
Oh, what?
Oh, oh no, we're not doing that. I don't think we're doing that one.
Are we not?
With an S.
They just said with an S.
I think they're changing it because I didn't like that one that we did last year.
So do you want us to do that one at all?
Maybe just do.
Okay, so wait.
Why don't you do this one? And then,
This is what they told us.
Okay.
and then if not,
They told me to do a new one, so I brought this one in last year, and once we did it, after we did it, they're all like, why did you do that one?
so do you know the one that they want us to do now?
But,
No.
Please
Yeah,
do
so I don't
it. Y'all just got saved by the bell. Okay.
I was ready.
Right? We got down.
If you want to go, you can go.
I'm not gonna mind, but I put this one.
are we doing that one?
No, we're not the old one.
I don't know this one.
Okay, we'll just.
So we don't have that one? Okay, so it's basically, you go with an S.
With an S.
S-I-G-N-A. That's the one they
I thought you just
Yeah,
said
they want to get rid of that one.
Oh, they want to get rid
No.
of it.
And I don't know which one to bring in, so I'm
Oh,
saying.
that's what I was wondering if you knew.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I just didn't know if you knew like the one that they wanted to bring in. So
I
that
don't
you
think
could- Would you
Well,
like
let's do
to-
the old one for now.
Okay.
Sorry. With an S. With an S. With an S-I-G-M-A. With a K. With a K. Sorry. With a K. With a K. Sigma Kappa, Sigma K, Sigma Kappa all the way. About that, my bad.
No one was good job. Someone go.
I don't know if I didn't even look at my name when I signed it.
If you want to go by like a shorter name, that also applies to this list. So if you looked at it and it was your full name and you're like, no one calls me that, fix it. please. Or like you don't have to, but like. So if you want to go by Alex, just call. I probably honestly would wear Alex. Okay, listen up.
Okay, I'm Madison. I'm Sarah.
I'm Miranda.
And we had Theta. So Kappa Alpha Theta was built for Thetas, and only Thetas have ever lived in it, like a lot of the other houses.
Yeah, it's a very homey house. It's got like lots of couches and I really like it. And they have a ton of TV rooms that I was jealous of. Lots of TV rooms.
I think
Lots
they
of
said,
couches.
yeah, I think each room has like a Wii and a DVD player.
A
I don't know if
DVD collection, like
that's correct.
they
But
got
she
the
was,
good
yeah, they were like every single room had like a different sort of like gaming console or something, and then they all had DVD players. And they mentioned one of the rooms apparently has like a really extensive DVD collection because they've like just like left them there or whatever. So that was really awesome.
And then one of them, they always watch The Bachelor, and it's like this certain TV that's designated for Bachelor watching.
Yeah, and she said there's like 25 of them will like all pile in on like the 2 couches that are in there, and like she said there's like always people like yelling at the TV or arguing and stuff, so that's always really funny. And then one of their TV rooms is the Teak Peak room, so it's the one that faces the fraternity Teak. And and it's called that because a Teak and a Theta were dating, and it's like the wall is all windows, so you like can really see. And she was saying that like I don't know if this is like real or not, but she was saying like maybe that they like used to hold like signs,
communicate
like with each other through the windows,
Sign language.
like Taylor Swift, yes. But why it's called the Teak room also is the Theta and the Teak that were dating, they got married and they donated money to Theta, and they like renovated the room, and so there's actually like a plaque on the wall that like designated it to be called like the Teak Peak room.
It was pretty cool. There is in the basement there's like a wall of windows. I look into the study room, I think it was, because the house used to like end there, so the windows looked outside. But then they added on, so there's windows inside the house. That's kind of fun.
They aren't required to live in their house. I'm not sure how many girls can live in, but they mentioned that there's no requirement to live in. So there are a few girls that don't ever live in the house.
70s. Got it. Okay. So there's 6 girl rooms, and then I think there might have been.
There's 2 girl rooms.
It's like 2 or 4. I don't know what it was, but yeah, there were 6 girl rooms, and they were really cool. They had like all the desks are kind of like connected, but they're really big. And then this one room we walked in, and they didn't have chairs. They just had those giant like yoga ball things as chairs. That was cool. I think they called that room the bouncy house. Yeah. Yep, that was it.
That's awesome.
Sure. So I didn't get to actually go on the tour, so that's why I'm not really saying anything, sorry. But their philanthropy is CASA, and you can, I guess, explain what CASA is.
So it's it's an advocate, right?
Yeah, it's like, is it court appointed? Okay, yes, all right. And so they get paired with children in I don't know exactly what the specifics
It's
are.
children in the court system through no fault of their own, right?
Yes. Okay. Yes. And so it's and they're basically they're their advocate, that they're the one that's like talking to them and helping them through that time.
And so they have 3 active classes in their house because you have to be 21 to be one. So 3 of the girls in their house actual classes, which is cool. And then they serve the local casa, the Sunflower Casa, and I think they said that all the money that they raise goes to that actual casa. So that's kind of cool. It stays in their hand. They own lots of Sonic runs.
Yeah, and the one story they told us about one of their Sonic runs that they went on was, so Theta is it's a big like circle. There's like a circle. It's like all connecting. And they said that I guess one time they went on a Sonic run and they were like chasing each other around like the upstairs.
Yeah, the upstairs like
and
circle.
and I guess one girl like
I don't know if she tripped, she was pushed or what, but I guess she like ran into a wall and her like Sonic cup like exploded.
It was
Like,
red.
all over, yeah, all over the wall and everywhere. So they said that.
No cheers.
Yeah, does anyone want to help us with the cheer?
Christine.
Oh, I see. Like the race.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
K to the H to the B A, H to the L to the H A, E to the H to the E T A. Go Theta. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it till you die. Sing it, sing it, sing it, sing it, raise your voices high. On and on and on and on and on. Hey, H to the H to the B A, H to the L to the H A, E to the H to the E T A. Go Theta.
Are you guys Zeta?
Yeah.
This is the last one, right? Is anyone else not gone besides me? Go. Okay. Hold on, this is my
Pixar, it didn't happen.
Yeah, like 2 seconds. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm graduating college at 21 years old. I obviously never more seen right, like media jobs, just plethora of media jobs. Peer pressure being so here I come.
Alright, saved the noblest for last. Okay, my name's Emily.
I'm Katie.
I'm Kinsey. And we had Zeta Tau Alpha, the Beta Upsilon chapter here at K-State. So they were founded on October 15th, 1898 at the Virginia State Female Normal School, which is now Longwood University in Farmville, Virginia.
Their national philanthropy is breast cancer awareness. You'll see all like those the ribbons on people's backpacks and stuff everywhere.
Yeah, their symbol is the 5-pointed crown and strawberry. And something I noticed when we walked up to the houses, there was like I don't know if it was a painting or a picture, like in the front window of a strawberry, which I thought was really cute.
Their colors are turquoise and steel gray, and their flower is the white violet.
Their motto is "Seek the Noblest."
They were reestablished here at K-State as the 69th link of the Zeta Tau Alpha in 2010.
what's really cool is that nationally, like whenever Zeta gets like a new chapter added wherever it is in the country, they have like this chain link thing, and they'll like add another link with like the chapter's name and like what university you're at. So I think that's kind of cool. Kind of connect them all together. Their house holds 61 members, and their room types consist of 2, 3, and 6 girl rooms, and they're pretty nice. They're really nice.
They were huge and had a lot of windows.
Yes.
Yeah, and something cool when we were walking around, I was talking to, there was 2 girls that gave us a tour. One girl had gone through, she had gone through traditional recruitment in the fall, she went through in the spring, and so she was a little hesitant about joining the chapter, but she said she felt really welcomed by Zeta, and just like felt like they really welcomed her into their home, and now she has best friends in the house, and so she got to live in that year, and then now she still lives with those girls now, and she said they're just really goofy and have a lot of fun together. So I thought that was just a really cool story of their sisterhood and how she was still kind of like nervous and hesitant about joining a chapter where she felt like girls maybe or like she just wasn't sure since they already all knew each other, but they just like really welcomed her into their home. And so yeah, that was just something special. I thought that really just like with their sisterhood there. So.
They have like a wall like in one of their staircases that's like, I think it's called like the Zeta wall. And it's just filled with like their letters. Like I guess people might have used them like over the years. And so I think that's really cool. And then within their room, some girls have created their own like mini Zeta walls. And so it's kind of a good connection to their story. It's awesome.
And when we went there last Thursday, and so it was really nice, and we went out on like their decks, and people were like laying out there doing homework and stuff, so we all got a little jealous.
On there, I got this from their website. It says, they strive to establish a proud tradition and strong presence throughout the K-State campus and the Greek life here. So I think that's cool. Yeah, so that's
When we asked the delegate like what her favorite thing about Zeta was, she kind of emphasized how diverse the house was, and so no matter what, she always had someone to go to, like whatever she was going through. If she needed to go on a Sonic run or anything, she kind of had someone who had her back or someone who she could go with. So that was kind of stood out to us.
One girl said, one of the girls giving us the house tour said she dropped her phone from the balcony and it didn't break. She said, yeah, crazy. But it just they were like super genuine girls that gave us the house tour, super nice, really friendly. Like I really felt like I was home, like walking through their house, and so I think that was really cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Anyone
chant.
wants to help
Yeah,
us.
everyone wants to.
I don't know if we have the right one.
You can start off and then the crowd will just join it.
Yeah.
Z with an E, T with an A, Z with an E, T with an A, Zeta Tau Alpha. Woo!
It's got really complicated.
Okay. That's kind of all I had planned for today. You guys killed it. Awesome. Thank you for actually doing it. Going to the chapters and getting tours. I hope you all got a lot out of this session. Super important. If you really want to watch it, or if you really want to see yourself, I'll send out the link to this video that's recording still. Other than that, one more thing. Like, I'm sorry that we had to start this out on like kind of a rough note because y'all are here, and that's really important. And I'm glad that you all are here. But if I repeat it again next week, or not next week, next session, just know that like it's important that you're here. Awesome. All right, let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks. Thanks for
No problem. It wasn't me at all. But
Were they leftovers?
from Greek experience, yeah.
Giving us your